released as the full version now, out of early access into 1.0. And 1.0, we're gonna have to check it out. I'm not gonna remember what was in the early access that I played and what was added afterwards. I'm sure there's a lot of differences. We played it originally when it came out to early access the very first time, and we played quite a lot of it. So we're gonna have a look. Now they changed quite a lot in the way you can actually configure your game now. So we're gonna have a look at a few things before we start playing so that you can get a good idea, in case you don't own the game yet, that you can see how it actually works. Doma, welcome to the stream. Everybody else, welcome to the stream as well. And if you're watching this video afterwards, I hope you have a good time. Irrelevant Gaming, G Bosto, how are you, H2O? Almighty, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream, and let's have a look. So, when you play the game, it is a game that's played online, or you can play solo as well, which I'm gonna do for the beginning anyway. So let's, if you go to play, you can play online, you can play a private game, or your host dedicated server. There is, as far as I know, no offline play. Even if you play a private game, it is hosted on a server. So if you start the game on one PC and then play it on another, you will be able to continue it. So it's not on your local PC, unless you're deciding to use the dedicated hosting to host your own server. So they actually have a website where you can download from Git, a Git link, an actual server, so you can run it locally on your machine if you want to. So they have all these shenanigans. If you click these links in here, if you actually click this, it opens the web page where you can actually get this from. I think if you do this, it actually opens it here. So you can see here dedicated server instructions. You can just run it yourself if you would want to. And you can also rent your own server with any of the companies that you know that rent servers. Now, if you go online play, you can play PvE, PvP, duo PvP, 1 to 2 players recommended. I don't know exactly what that means. I'm assuming you can have teams of up to 2 in a game. And H2O, thank you so much for the $2 hot dog twice. Thank you. And you can play PvP as well. So, but what you can do with the private game as well, you can obviously have more flexibility doing your settings if you host your own server. But what you can do is, if you play a private game and you host the game, which basically works, the way it works is it uses a server provided by the game, and you're kind of hosting the game while you play it, if that makes sense. So even though it's online, you're the host. So if I log off, everybody else gets kicked out. Meanwhile, obviously on a hosted server, it will keep running, you know, which is not the case here. So this is like kind of a shared, world. So you have some default settings here, but if you go to your advanced game settings, you can set everything up the way you want to. So I can say this is a LAN server, this is an only solo world. So this means nobody else can ever join, even, you know, they can't find it. It's not going to be listed. That's it. You know, it's a solo world. If you don't have that, as you can see here, you can have max concurrent players that you can have on your server. So I don't know, let's say 30 or whatever. What's the default here? 40. Clan sizes, you can have up to 20 people in a clan if you would want to. Allow global chat. That is just so people can write or not write messages. Oh yeah, be aware, when you start the game the very first time, it will ask you for your region and for your date of birth. I don't know exactly why that exists. As far as I know, the game has that in there so that if you're not 13 or older, they turn global chat off automatically and you cannot turn it on. So I just picked other as the region, and my birth date is the 1st of the 1st 1925, which is the lowest I could set it to. I don't care. So just make sure you set it over 13, otherwise you might get penalized by not being able to enjoy the game. So they're not, as far as I know, they don't really care about your birthday as such. They just have it as a precaution that if you lie about it, that's your problem. But if you say you're over 13, I guess, and chat is enabled and you are 13, nobody can complain that you find profanities on a PvP server in chat. You know, that's your fault. Yeah. So I assume that's why they did that. Though Steam already has something like that, but I don't know. Anyway, so they felt the need to put that in, so that's what that's for, as far as I know. So you can have settings here: player castle interactions, permissions to loot dead players. So in this case, if you want to actually a PvE server, you say only yourself can loot it. Maybe clan members can loot your body, and give you back your stuff in case you can't run back or something like that. That might be something you want to allow. There is a couple of things I don't remember exactly, like soul shards. Yeah, I don't remember what they're for and how they work. So they're end game things, and basically they're unique in the world, and you have to kill another player or steal it from another player to get it. But if you play on a PvE server, you would want to make sure that every time it's basically plentiful. So it says here, defines if the endgame soul shard items should be unique or plentiful. When it's set to unique, only one of each may exist at the same time. Players may steal them from each other. When set to plentiful, a new one will spawn every time a shard bearer is defeated. So, not sure exactly what this is about. I have no clue. You get them from raid bosses. So if you have one big clan on the server, then you're all playing together anyway, so it doesn't really matter. World settings, soul shards, Mortium Rift incursions. Not really sure exactly what they are. I'm assuming exactly what it says. They're kind of events where monsters maybe spawn from a rift and you can fight them. They're werewolves too. You can only play as a vampire. That's the whole point of VRising. You are a vampire that has been that it was defeated by the human race at some point, but you are coming back, and there's werewolves though. Like there's like other things in there as well. That will hunt you down. You have like hunters down, like whatever his name is. Van Helsing or something. Like there is these type of hunters there which are very powerful, so you want to avoid them, things like that. So bloodbound equipment, when enabled, most equipment will not be dropped upon death. You leave that on my server I would leave that on. Teleport bound items, when enabled, some items will prevent you from using waygates, which is teleportation. I hate features like that. End of story. On PvP it makes sense, but otherwise it just makes no sense. You should be able to freely move around with teleportation gates. When enabled, some items will prevent you from transforming into a bat. So again, absolutely no reason not to take the fun out for somebody. So here you have your day settings. So of course you're a vampire, you can only live at night. So this is the length of a 24-hour day. So if you have it like that, it means it's 3,600 seconds, or in this case, 1,080 seconds is a full day. But then you can say, I want the daytime length to be Swedish winter, which basically means it's always night. Very short. Now I leave it on medium because I think there is a reason to have things at daytime. I think the werewolf village you might want to actually fight during the day because they only transform at night and they're easier to defeat during the day. So things like that. So having daytime does make sense in this game, and I think having it always night will kind of remove some of the features. Not remove it, but makes it you play differently. Then you have item settings. Inventory stack multiplier, you can only put that to 3. So say wood stacks to 1,000, making it 3 means it stacks to 3,000. If you run your own server, I would set this to 10 or 20. There's no reason, for things like that not to be stackable to infinite, especially seeing that you need a huge amount of resources to actually make things. 3,000 stack is nothing. It's absolutely nothing. So loot multiplier, so we usually go for double at least. Servant hunt multiplier is basically the amount of loot that your servants bring back. I always go for double in these games. Yield, material yield double, that might even go up to triple. Blood essence multiplier is blood essence is something that drops from enemies and it's used to keep your castle alive, basically from degrading. Again, on a PvE server, especially if it's your own server, just there's no reason not to have it on the maximum, setting. Durability loss multiplier. I leave all this alone. Basically, this is hang on a second. Equipment resource yield multiplies the amount of materials obtained from harvesting resources. Yeah, that should be at least double. Why is that different towards here? Multiplies the resource yield for harvesting materials such as trees, minerals, plants. Oh, okay, and this is harvesting resources, so at least double. Physical power, you can increase that if you want, so you can make yourself stronger, have more health. So you have a lot of freedom to turn the game into something that you enjoy the most. Spell power multiplier multiplies the spell power. Again, some skills that you have are spells, and spell power is something that obviously then multiplies the strength of the spell and all that. For traders, the stock multiplier, yeah, traders should always have lots of stock, I guess. The cost multiplier, leave it as normal. Restock time multiplier. This one, I don't know if lower means quicker or higher means quicker, so we leave that alone. Then you have PvP. In this case, if it's on my server, there is no PvP. End of story. Allow players to loot enemy storage. We're gonna say no looting of storage. So you have only the clan-based sharing or whatever. Building, there's a lot of settings for building. Decay rate multipliers, blood essence drain rate. So if you turn that lower, it means your blood essence will last longer than your castle. Castle heart limitations, how many castles basically each player can set. Can have a maximum of 5. You know, why not? Let's say 3, for example. Castle relocation enabled. So this is something where if you find in the beginning, especially in PvP servers, that is very handy. You have a place that you build a castle that you find, that's not too bad, but later on you might find a really awesome place and nobody seems to be interested in it. So rather than rebuilding everything, you can move your whole castle. Now there is a load of hassle involved with that. You have to craft certain things, from what I understand, and a spell to move the castle. So it's not just like very easily done. 3 cooldown period in hours before a castle can be relocated again. That's self-explanatory. Castle height. So we're playing on a server. I'm running this on GeForce Now. It's a 4080 graphics card. So castle height limits up to 6. It's up to you. If you have a shitty graphics card like I have, a 1080 GTX, 6 might be a bit too high, you know, and then you're gonna get issues rendering stuff. But the default is 3, so yeah, let's leave it like it's 3 for now. Territory tile limit, I'm not going to touch any of this. Again, this is the size of your territory basically as it expands and grows as you level up your heart, which is your main part to your castle. Servant limits, I don't think we need more than that in the moment. So as far as I remember, the default is a bit low, but we work it out. Vermin nest limits, again, that's just the thing you can build as a resource where you can summon vermin. Some of them you just pick their passive and you use them to make like healing potions or healing cream. The other ones are bigger and stronger, and you basically summon them to beat the shit out of them for the resources. So they can cause a lot of lag, I guess, you know, if you have loads of them. Tomb limitations, the number of tombs players may build in a single castle. That's the default. We leave that on default. Prison cells, we leave it all default. Now, lockbox limitations. This is a vampire lock. Jesus Christ, the word is lockbox. There's no L in the word. Lockbox players may build in a single castle. This is protecting your inventory. So in PvP, what that would be is you have a special chest with 14 slots where you can put your personal stuff in. Yeah, 14 slots is not a lot, so I think people should have at least 3 where they can put their own personal stuff in that is protected, you know, from whatever. Yeah, it's a PvP box, really useless in PvE, but again, it looks fancy, so some people might like to use it, you know, and build it instead because it looks pretty fancy. Stygian summoning circle limitation. As far as I know, this is in your own castle. You can have a summoning circle, and that allows you then to basically use it as a fast travel point to the other fast travel points. Per castle having 1, I think, is fair. That's enough. Can your character shave his epic beard? I don't think vampires have beards. I think you can have your character have a beard, alright. Yeah, but you can't shave it once it's set. Sorry. Throne of Darkness limitation. I have no idea what that is. I'm assuming it's the vampire throne when you eventually build it. Crafting and building. So you can see here building cost multipliers. I like to reduce them. They are really expensive. This game is actually quite grindy out of the box. So crafting cost reduced, building cost reduced. Crafting rate, definitely at least triple. It's like it takes like 20 seconds for the very first thing that you can craft to build something, and you need tons of it. So say a plank, wood to turn to plank takes 20 seconds. yeah, which doesn't sound long, but then when you realize you need at least 8 planks for just a basic weapon to build, yeah, and you have 4 types of weapons, that's already like 4 or 5 minutes you're gonna have to wait for that shit to craft. So it literally is only getting worse as you get higher. So if you are in PvE and you want to have some fun and you want to take some of the grind out, or you play by yourself, definitely increase the crafting rate. So the speed, basically. Refinement cost multiplier, again, all the cost. Refinement rate, again, triple. Servant conversion rate, at least triple as well, which is your servants can do certain things, you know, where they can convert items or, you know, resources. So again, for solo player, I would always say, you know, mess around with it. Play it default first and then get a feel for it and then change it. Now, the only thing you can't change, as far as I know, is once you set if your server is solo or not solo, once you start it, you can't go back and change some of the settings because they're important when the server is created. And then you have progression here, starting equipment. So if you want, you can give everybody level 90 gear, or give them gear level 80 supplies, or 90 starting resources of everything, you know, something like that. Or starting level, sorry. So we're going to leave all that as a neutral, and that's it. So save that. And that is my settings for Kickz' world, and enter password. I actually don't know what it is now. Let me turn it off for a second. There you go. So I can actually see it if I spelled it right. Oh. It's not even showing me the password. That's terrible. Streamer mode is activated, so I can't even see the password myself. Okay, let's just make sure. Okay, just in case I'm sharing the password with you guys on stream. I will share it on my Discord. And then I change it after the stream so we don't get smart people watching it afterwards and annoy me when I'm in the world and trying to destroy everything. And then you just click start new game, and that's it. There you go. Now, I don't actually know if the server will show up in the server list. We're gonna have to check that out, but I'm assuming you can click in Steam on my name and right click and say join. Sorry, I didn't look at chat, Irrelevant Gaming, so all caps didn't really matter. Sorry. We can still change it. It's fine.
This was ours. We ruled this land. We owned the night. But man rose up against us. We were overthrown. For centuries, hidden away in darkness. Tortured by thirst. Choking down dust. Starving. Until now, our hunt begins again.
Alright, I just shared the password on the general chat in my Discord, so you can use that to come in. Okay, so we're gonna create our person. We're gonna go fully purple. I like purple. We're gonna get this face is my favorite one. I absolutely love it. The eye color red, of course. The hair is gonna be let me see. That actually looks fantastic. It's gonna have to be, I don't know, black, I guess. Or grayish, yellow, red. I suppose red actually makes sense. But it would have to be a brighter red. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that looks actually pretty cool. I love that. I mean, if something like that would jump out of the bushes in front of me, I would die. I would absolutely die. Just that grin alone is like absolute. That's actually awesome looking as well. Now we're gonna have to go with that haircut. Yeah, absolutely. That's freaky. I don't want to be a dude. I'm always a dude in these games, like in games where the women characters are ugly. But I like the women characters in this one. I actually think I played a male character the first time. The male characters kind of look very weird with their upper body. I think vampires females are way more scary than male vampires. I don't have a beard option if I'm a girl. Oh, I don't have it when I'm a guy either. Oh, I do. Oh, okay. Whatever. Oh, that means you can't change that later on or something. That looks like such a fake beard. It doesn't even fit the mouth. Oh, that is awesome looking, actually. Yeah, we're gonna keep that, though. Yeah, I don't know. Male vampires, Twilight ruined everything for me. I can't take male vampires seriously. We got to have the feathers on the ears. I mean, do you not think there's a nice dress on that? Fine. The art style is very good. I like that, yeah. Fine, Jen, I'm gonna change a male character just for you, but I'm telling you right now, I'm not happy about it. But only, and if the clothing is not cool, I will hold you responsible. Kickz. There we go. Go bleed. I don't cosplay. I'm already cosplaying as an overweight idiot in real life, so I like the idea of multiple vampire types. Some look human, others like monsters. Yeah, exactly. So I do like the grin. So the camera, if you right click, you hold the right mouse down, you can rotate WASD. It goes into the direction you are pointing at. So if I'm whatever my pointer is looking for, that's where I'm attacking. And then you have space for zoom, which is on a cooldown down there. And then you have your attacks here. So your attacks kind of depend on what weapon you're holding. In the moment, we're not having a weapon. So the game starts you off just with your fingies, with your hands. So there you go. If you press shift, your character goes down. You can destroy some of the environment and pick up the resources. It already starts here. We haven't even left the crypt, and we probably can get all the resources that we need. No, not really. What is actually down here? Is there something in the back? Sometimes in the beginning of games, there's like little surprise loots or something, you know, and like little gimmicky things. That doesn't seem to be the case here. There's no hidden passage anywhere or... Okay. Now, the game is pretty cool. It has a couple of cool features. Sorry, that's what I mean. The game has a couple of cool features. Like, for example, you can drink your enemy's blood, yeah? And depending on the blood you drink, your abilities change. You get stronger. You maybe have a higher crit. Yeah, you're faster. You can stay in sunlight longer. So it really depends. So if you, for example, fight a warrior villager and you drink his blood, you get stronger. Yeah, if you fight a hunter's blood, then you have a higher crit chance. So, which makes it really important to actually aim for certain characters to drink their blood. And later on, unless they changed it, I remember from early access, you can actually bottle someone's blood. You drain them, you put them into a machine, you drain their blood and bottle it. So if you need like really rare, high quality blood, and you go to a certain boss fight where you need that extra power, you can take the bottle of blood with you, chug it before the fight, and then you're off. You know, so it's like drugs, I guess. Controller support, I have no idea. Controls, keyboard, controller. There is controller bindings here, as you can see. I'm assuming they're the standard. Okay, I have no idea. PS5, sprite, asset. I don't know if that is intentionally or not. I have nothing plugged in, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. So, but it seems that it has controller support. So, yeah, you need to imprison them, and then you can drain their blood into a bottle. Again, most of the stuff in the environment is destructible, so different weapons have different purposes. You see that now in a second. Eventually, so in the moment I'm just collecting this, you can see the wood here going up. As far as I know, the weapons you get increase the resource collection rate, but the actual number of resources you get from something, I don't think that ever changes. I'm not 100% sure. But right now on the top left, actually, let's see if it makes more sense to put my face down there for a second. Let's see. So let's leave it here for a second. I think it will be otherwise always in the way of something, so we'll see. Okay, there's also, if you hold down left control, you have options here. You can expose your vein, which allows... so I think if you have a certain type of blood, you can offer your vein to another player, and they can suck your blood, and I think it changes their blood type to that blood, but also drains your blood and helps them heal up. I don't know if they inherit your blood type, but I think that's one way of healing up your friend. Yeah, so you share your blood, which is actually a pretty cool feature. So, and then you have Blood Mend, which basically is you healing yourself. It's like a spell that you can execute every now and then to heal yourself. So the game starts you off with very easy enemies. Also, after this skill is executed, it says your next primary attack deals 25% more damage. So we do more damage after we do Veil of Shadows, which is the dash, basically. Your next primary attack deals 25% bonus damage and heals you for 5% of your maximum health. Let's pick up the rat. They actually come in handy later, like you can make some neat potions. So I can zoom into this guy and then heal a little bit. You saw I got 6 health. And combat is basically, you just... you know, get out of the way, get to learn their reach and their rotations, and the same with big alpha bosses. You kind of learn the rotation and you know that you know what to avoid, and then you know when to get your attacks in. Oh, nice! There's a coffin action with some stuff in. So on the left side, we finished now what we had to do. So we claim.
Recognize my power.
And now we basically get introduced to the crafting. So we open the personal character menu, which has crafting in it. You can craft basic things in your character menu. You don't need a workbench or anything. That comes for other things. Right now you can see this costs 8 bones. This costs 16 bones. And the helmet we can't do yet right now. So we craft a sword and we craft a bone ring. So it gets automatically equipped. The bone ring gives us 5.3% extra spell power, which means that anything working off spell power will now get stronger. The rat, you can consume it for a small amount of blood, or later on you can use it for crafting. So we're gonna take hot menu. And the sword, if you look at the description, it's a level 3 sword. So, which does 5.1 physical power. It has 5.1 physical power, and it does more physical damage to vegetation. An all-round weapon that deals physical damage has a greater effect on vegetation and thickets. So, you would use that to really quickly harvest, vegetation. But vegetation is not that strong, so it doesn't really matter. You don't really need the sword. I think it's one of the more redundant weapons, to be honest. Unless later on when you get certain skills, they're very good for combat. So even though they do more damage to vegetation, the thing is I can move freely around basically while I'm attacking. The main weapon you're going to get in a little while, that is the main damage against creatures, actually has you quite... Your mobility is not as good. And we do a little bit of pushback now with the sword as well, which is nice. So you see, we can actually strafe around the enemy with the sword, which is quite nice. So now we claim that.
Recognize my
it goes
power.
and introduces you to a spell. It gave you your first spell, which is Shadow Bolt. Where can you see your spells? I think it's K. Oh, we haven't unlocked it yet. Okay. So it's K, I think, is the hotkey. So let's see, can we craft anything else yet? No. Okay. So this one here is our first spell. You can see launches a projectile that deals 170% magic damage and inflicts leech. So we get a little bit of heal back. So if we use that on one of those guys... It's directional with the mouse, so using that, you have to move your mouse to the target where you want it. Let's claim that. You get a second spell, which is Blood Rite. It blocks melee and projectile attacks for 1.5 seconds. Blocking an attack triggers a Blood Nova that pushes enemies away and dealing 100% magic damage. So if we get hit while we have that active, so let's go and activate it. Boom. They hit me. It triggers, while I'm channeling it, a Blood Nova that does 100% magic damage and inflicts leech. So we get healed a little bit as well, which is great. We get some loot here, very nice. So when do we unlock the other weapons, actually? No, we still don't have them unlocked. So now we have to counter enemies' attacks with Blood Rite. That's what it wants us to do next. So let's see, we can probably find another bad guy here. There you go. And that's it. Find a way out from the graveyard. So now it's asking us to leave the actual cemetery, which is the starting training area. You can spend a lot of time here if you want. Destroying all that gives you some basic resources. All this gives you some stone, some fiber, some wood. So yeah, if you're on a PvP server, you might want to spend more time here, because I don't think anybody can actually hurt you here. Actually, sorry, I have to let my dog out the door there for a second. Okay. Alright, good. So I'm not on PvP, so there's PvE. So again, I put the password up on Discord if anybody is joining that server. They can just remember the moment I log off, everybody gets kicked out. So now enter Farnbane Woods. So you can pick two sides in Farnbane Woods. You can join here or here, whichever you prefer. I personally don't know much of a preference. The main things you're gonna have to work with are all in the center here anyway of the first area. Then you have a second area here, another biome here, another biome here, another biome here, another biome here. So there's multiple biomes, and each biome, I suppose, has their own preferred place where there's a good location. So I'm gonna head over here, and then I'm gonna make my way to the location that I'm gonna settle down in, which actually is it's not the easiest one. So down here, this is a very good location, and that's because there is everything you need is kind of around it that you need to grow in the beginning. And now there's no going back. You can't go back here.
Yet another accomplishment.
I have no idea what year the game is set in. I don't even think it's in reality based. It's just a story. That's it. So the blue and red, yeah. So the blue is kind of my my health, and I think what happens when your blood pool dies down, you start suffering. Your health will suffer. So right now it's daytime, so I have to be careful. If I'm in the sun, I will actually burn and die. So you can see it here if I'm in the sun. Like here's a spot of sunshine. Okay, the shade is actually moving in, so let's go here. You can see I'm starting to burn, but the shade is actually moving in. And then you start taking damage. So you want to stick to the shadows in the beginning. So I just snapped his neck with my fangs. I wanted to suck his blood, but the problem is there's another two people which can hit. Oh, this is a good one. 19% is good quality. So let me actually kill. Ah, damn it. I killed the 19%. Now I have a silly 5%. Yeah, we want to suck his blood. So let's wait until the cooldown is off. There we go. And now I drink his blood, refilling mine. But this creature is only 5% quality. So you can see here it's creature blood, which increases my movement speed. If it would have, the higher the quality, the higher the tier of the bonuses. So if we have, you can see here, if we have like a, if we get into tier 2, then we get higher movement speed, but we also get increased sun resistance, then higher damage reduction, higher increased health. So this is what you can get from higher quality of blood creatures. And it's kind of random, the quality of blood you see in creatures. But yeah, so now we actually have to heal up. So let's go and try to find a shady spot under a tree and heal up.
Sanguine regeneration.
There you can see the blood type explanation. Feat alters your blood type and blood quality. Discover details about how blood affects your vampire and the blood pool tab. So here we can see that the up to 10 liters of blood we can conserve. And this is the different bonuses you get, as you can see there as well. And that is blood type is creature blood. Oh, look at that. We have resistance to sun, to garlic, to holy. Yeah, there's actually templars or something like that as well. Oh, look at that. We can actually craft already some armor. Craft chest guard, leggings, gloves, boots. It actually wants us to do that as well for the quest. So there we go. And it's gonna get all equipped. Now, the way your gear level works, yeah, it basically it takes the level of the item you're wearing and adds them up. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gear level 4. Yeah, this one is level 3, so it's 5, 6, 7. That's gear level 7. And then you have a sword, which is 3 levels, and you have it equipped. So if I unequip it, I'm at gear level 7. If I equip it, I'm at gear level 10. So it's a very basic system. There is not really a lot of calculation. And what it basically is for is when you fight certain enemies, they say, oh, it's recommended you're at least gear level 20 or gear level 30. So that's how it basically works. So if you want to be over gear level 10, then craft the next tier weapon, you know, or get the next tier armor or whatever. Yeah. You can also have a cape, which adds some defensive value, and a helmet, but we can't craft that yet. We don't have the resources. So let's claim that.
Yet another accomplishment.
And now we need a bone axe and a bone mace. So now the game introduces you to all the different type of tools and weapons. It actually is missing a spear. I don't know when the spear comes in. So the mace is basically, you can see in the tooltip, yeah, this is a dual-wielded axe. They all do 5.1 physical damage, but the axe does an extra 25% damage to wood, so you can chop trees quicker. You don't get more wood, you just do it quicker, yeah. This one is for stone, basically, because it's a blunt weapon. So if you use a blunt weapon on rocks, you know, you can smash that down quicker. And the sword is good for vegetation, but they all do the same basic damage. So if you fight humans, it doesn't matter which weapon you pick. They all do the same amount of damage, yeah. But you later on unlock different type of skills for those different type of weapons, and you might enjoy one more so than another. Now, the one that's missing is the spear, and the spear still not unlocked. Okay, so the spear gives you extra damage to creatures. Now, humans are not creatures, as far as I know. Werewolves only get the creature damage applied when they're werewolves, not when they're human, I think. Weapon proficiency and gathering. Weapons vary in proficiency for gathering resources and dealing damage to different kinds of enemies. So there will be enemies of a certain level or resources of a certain level that you can just not damage. So if I go to with the bone mace to a copper stone right now, I won't be able to damage it. So me hitting it, you see here, if I hit the stone with a sword, I get +8. If I do it with an axe, I get +10. If I do it with the mace, I get +14. Now again, the total number of resources in the stone stays the same from what I understand. It's just the speed in which you're really leveling it up. Here's your fast travel point, the first one anyway. And this allows you then, when you hold it down, to fast travel between all the different fast travel points and your own one that you will have in your castle at a much later stage as well. So you can fast travel. Now there is a setting which you saw earlier. If you have missed it, there is a setting in the server settings where you can configure if you're allowed to teleport, similar to Valheim. Are you allowed to teleport with all items, or certain items are intentionally blocking you from teleporting? I think it's mainly for competitive play, so that you're forced to walk rather than teleport with certain items on you. I'm pretty sure that these unique items that you have that everybody wants to kill you for will be items you can't teleport with, for good reasons. But on a PvE server, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's encouraged for people to work together rather than against each other. Now, you can build bases in this game, but you have to be in a base building area. So you have to be in an area that highlights like this, and that's considered a base building area. So you won't be able to build outside it. At least you can't put your heart down anywhere else, I think. Okay, this is a village we're coming up on, so I have to be careful. I don't want to really... So the good thing is the game shows you also where to get certain resources. So it says you here, if we go to this village and we start trashing all the storage there and kill the people, we have a chance of getting paper and coarse thread. Now, coarse thread is used for armor later on, I think, and paper is used for research. So if you build a base somewhere here, you can see, oh yeah, if I go here, I get those resources. Here you see, oh, that's a cemetery. That will give me bone, but we can't go back there. That's the starting cemetery. So and as you uncover the map, you get the highlighting things enabled. Like you can see here, we can't highlight over here because we haven't uncovered the map yet. Now you can see this guy's level 10, which I'm assuming is gear level. So if I unequip my weapon then and only use my hands, he would be much stronger to me. but it's 2% feed. So let's actually drink his blood. He's a warrior, yeah? So I get here increased movement speed, but if I drink the blood of a warrior, I get increased physical power and increased weapon skill cooldown. And later on, you will actually be able to capture the highest quality you can find of a type that you're interested in, that you prefer, and put them in your prison and drain them whenever needed for blood, and you feed them to heal them. Basically, you torture them, you drain their blood, you feed them, you bring them back to health, and then you drain more blood. Something like that. It's really terrible, but it's very awesome at the same time. So now it's telling you basically to go and find a buildable location, and we already did over here. And that's where we're currently on the way. This one here is a higher node. That's a copper node. Hitting it, I can't. My attack level is too low, so I need to get the next tier weapon. I always like to smack things as I go past them, you know, to get a little bit of resources as I go past everything. Oh, what do we have up there? People fighting? Oh, that's villagers fighting. Oh, they didn't hit me while I was... Oh, there's a 14. He's dead now. So the challenge here is when you find somebody with a really good blood type to actually not kill that person, but to kill everybody else. Also, things that are killed by, say, the enemies, the skeletons fight the villagers, you can see the things that drop, they stay there. So sometimes you can just walk past a certain area where you know, oh shit! Level 18 bear, no thank you. Damn it. Ah, damn it, mistimed that. Oh, nice. Let's get that 6% of the bear. Unless these guys attack me now, I could get killed. So what do I get? Oh, it again was very low quality. So even though it was a big beast of a bear, it doesn't matter. But we beat the crap out of it anyway. So the game is kind of skill-based, of course. But there will come a point when something is just very, very much stronger than you. You will just not do any damage. So, you know, there's nothing you can do.
From my veins, I rejuvenate.
Yeah, you get a good amount of height, actually, as well, then, from that creature. Again, this looks like a lot of resources, but it's not. It's absolutely not. So now the game is showing me where I can build, but I already kind of know where I want to build because it's very good. There you go. And sometimes you can feed and click straight away while you feed to snap their neck basically and kill them. So you're not drinking their blood. So if you have a blood type you actually want to keep, of course I don't want to replace it. So, but I want to kill these guys quickly. So what I can do is do that and then snap. And it basically just eats them up. Like that's it. It just kills them, breaks their neck, whatever. So combat is very much more focused on skill than power, because you could fight something that you hit quite hard, but it also hits you quite hard. So you have to be careful. Okay, let's get skedaddle past here. Pick all that up. Oh shit, he's actually a very strong skeleton, so no thank you. However, this is an area you want to come back to. because it's a cemetery. It has mourning lily in there, and it has bones in there, and I think it has bone dust as well. If I'm not mistaken, what is it? Oh, grave dust. Sorry, grave dust. That's what I was looking at. There's some loot randomly here. Is there? No, I thought that looked like loot. Okay, these guys are... Oh shit, it's past the village. We have to go around it if we can. There we go, nice. What's going on there? Thugs are fighting with skeletons. So we're just gonna take the scenic route. It is a survival game at its heart. Yes, it is. So this is the skill you have, which basically is feed, and you just feed off the creature then, and that's it. So you kill it. But now I have its blood. I think it's quality 25, possibly 25%. That will go into the next section. That could be it. Looks like it will be. If you look at the distance there between 1 and 2, and we're at 10%. Okay, now we want to get in here. Yeah, they didn't see... Ah, no, he didn't see me. He's not coming, is he? No. Alright, so this is where I want to build, and I'll tell you why. Oh, there's a... Shit, there's actually a poacher up here as well. Have to be careful. And there is a wolf as well, which the wolf is fine. The wolf is not a problem. Oh, it actually hit me. Oh, nice. Huge amount of bones. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to build our first... Can we get up here? No, okay, so we only have to build a gate here. So we're going to build now our first castle hard, which allows us then to build our first castle. But you don't unlock everything at the beginning. You kind of... You know, have to slowly go and unlock everything. So let's go into the build menu. In the moment, all we can build is the castle hard. We need 120 stone, 15 blood essence, and let me see. So this is where I want to build. So I want to be here. Why can I not? Okay. This is too close to the entrance. I want to be about here. So let me destroy some more vegetation. Yeah, oh, you can actually see his percentage. Nice, that was so good. So he's much stronger than me, and he's a rogue, but he has 38% quality. So now we see here 38% quality, unlock the first one, chance to critically strike on weapon attacks, and we get extra movement speed. So that is pretty sweet. That's a nice combo. So now we want to build the hard. Let me see, the stairs are here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom.
My castle requires more blood.
Okay, so now what you need to do is you need to go into your actual castle. Let's see if we can stay here a little bit close in the shade of the castle hard. So what you do is you put the blood essence in, and your blood essence then converts that into time. So you can see right now this will give me 2. So if you want to see how much 1 is, yeah, you can... The game doesn't let you actually split exactly by number, which is a bit stupid. But if I put in one is 31 minutes. Well, 32 minutes, I would guess. Yeah. So we're putting all that in. So let's claim it.
Recognize my power.
And now we unlocked more building blocks. But right now, let me just leave the game, for example. Now it says everybody will be kicked. I think they're working on a console release, all right. So now if I want to load the game, you can see I have my test world here. I have a Kickz world, and I can go in here now and edit the settings and say, you know what? I want my crafting time just to be that bit higher. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to my refinement rate and just max it out. So at a max rate, instead of 20 seconds, it will take 2 seconds to craft something. But again, at a later stage, you will be happy it's faster. It's just such a grindy game to play by yourself if you're solo playing. So you want to put the rates up to max. The cost is not the end of the world, but again, you might want to lower it, you know, or whatever. So any of the rates, just ump them up. It doesn't matter. Now, what I can't change now that the world is built, I can't change from multiplayer to single player. That I can't change. So I go back in here and oh, I think actually if I select that one, I can host the game. So there you go. Oh, this game has controller support, yeah. But I would definitely read the forums on controller support, because sometimes games have controller support, but they might have weird button combinations that you can't change or something. So you have to be careful about that. You need another Diablo Last Epoch type of game that isn't PoE. I hear you. Though I'm very excited for PoE 2. PoE 2 is supposed to be very newcomer friendly, and it's much more simplified in a lot of aspects from what I understand. So people like me might be able to actually play it. Okay, so now that we have a castle hut, we can start building our castle. Look, there's fights going on over there. Nice. Now there's big, strong creatures here randomly, so you have to be careful. Oh, Subliminally, you're amazing. Thank you so much for gifting another 5 members. That's your 3rd time doing this, I think. You're crazy. Thank you so much. Marcelo Thunder, Vitwix, Damien M, Xandi, or Xande, Sonrak, and Aaron King. There you go. Welcome to the members. Very much appreciated, Subliminal. I can't believe they don't let you... They let you like super chats, but they don't let you like gift memberships. That's terrible. I think that's just not nice at all. So thank you so much for that. Okay. Maybe your rig isn't ready to run games, but it's much better investment than the next Xbox for PS5. It's a good desktop. Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm currently using GeForce Now because my rig is getting outdated now. So this was the first year where I really couldn't play the majority of games coming out. I have an i7 5820K and a GTX 1080, and that actually was until last year the only game I wasn't able to play really was Icarus, but that's just a stupid game in the sense of somebody decided 4K textures was more important than actually having a working game. So, that was just silly. There was no need to have these high specs on this game. So between Ark and Icarus, that was really the only games I couldn't really play. But this year was the first year where pretty much the majority of games coming out, I couldn't play. They needed at least a 2080 or, something like that. Sorry, let me kill my dog quickly. Like, she's barking like a mental patient at the door. I think everybody left the house. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Sandy, the 2-inch dog, barks like a war machine, like at the front door, because somebody might be coming to our house 3 roads down. So, she sees something flying through the air. And it's like, oh, it's attacking the house. Yeah, I mean, I like console Rift. Don't get me wrong. I think it's sad that certain games only come out on PC and some only on console. At this day and age, I think it is pretty, especially with AAA companies. With indie companies, I get it. They don't want to focus on multiple compatibilities, you know, and relying on Unreal Engine or whatever to work by default on all platforms is terrible if you don't have the know-how and it doesn't work out of the box. So I do get it for indie games, but for AAA companies, this day and age, there should be absolutely no excuse for a game not to be designed for PC or for console, but irrespectively work on either platform perfectly fine in their own way, which means we don't need console UIs on the PC and we don't need PC UIs on the console. There should be no reason for them not to have their own unique UI designed specifically for their platform. There should be no reason. They have enough money, they can do it, you know. So there should be no stream drops. There's no drop frames. So if you have experiences with issues, try to go down to 1080p because I'm streaming upscale to 2K at 60 frames, and that takes a lot of bandwidth. So just try to select the 1080p option, which still should look very crisp. Yeah, I prefer PS5 over Xbox as well. I always did. I don't know why. It just, I never liked the way I had to always worry about networking on the Xbox, and with the PS5 I was just able to connect to my Wi-Fi and everything just worked. So anyway, which is funny because I'm a kind of Microsoft child when it comes to software development. I use, like, you know, C# and Visual Studio and Azure and, you know, things like that. But yeah, it's weird when it comes to consoles. I have both consoles, but Jesus no, I just rather play on a PlayStation. So let's make a little bit more room here, and then start building some floors and build some walls. Now we can't build a roof yet, so we have to be careful, but we can build Mystifier, which creates a shroud of cloud, basically, that the sun doesn't hit us, which is pretty cool. So I want to close this off so we don't have some random nincompoop walk up here and giving us a hard time. So now you can only build on foundations. Now there is certain things you can build that actually need to be built on foundations or non-foundations, especially when it comes to crafting and refinement. But right now, we just build a platform. Now you have the choice of color. I'll show you that in a second. So I'm gonna build these guys down here. And in the moment we can build up to here, and that's pretty much it. So okay, we just have to clear everything out. Now what I can do here is,
this will not work.
Okay, let me clear that out as well, so that we can build our palisades. We need 3 palisades. Now I could just build 3 for the sake of building them and get on with the quest, but I actually like preparing the area. So this is actually a very therapeutic part. On PvP servers, I'm assuming this is not going to be the way. On PvP servers, I'm pretty sure people have like the minimum viable base that they build, straight away get into certain defenses, build honeycomb bases from the inside out, all that shit, which actually is fascinating to watch. I just wouldn't be able for it. Absolutely no way. So I would be never on a PvP server. That you can forget about that. I tried it once when the game came out, and you're basically competing with people who breathe PvP, and it's like, nope, not happening. So let's continue. We have to build a floor first before we can build on top of it, of course. Okay, let's get rid of one more tree. if you mess up the color in something, yeah, so say I place an orange floor or something, yeah, what you can do is you can edit the variation and change it. So you can see now the floor is orange, yeah, in the middle. If I click on it and hold control and go to gray, you can see it's gray in the middle. That's what I selected. So the one I built that's actually green, I just go and switch it to gray. So it's a really handy feature. So you don't have to tear down things and rebuild them or something like that. You can just recolor things as you please, you know? And that's pretty much it. Okay, let's build the palisades. So let's go to walls. And we build a door frame here, build the door here. And then we build our 3 palisades. And we go 1, 2, and we can build one around the corner here like that. There we go. Now you can change all that, upgrade all that. The building system is actually pretty good in here.
Yet another accomplishment.
As I mean, I shared the password on Discord, so feel free to jump in and start your own thing if you want. Just be aware that once I log off, you won't be able to play. So I'm not actually on a server, so you won't be able to play when I'm not live, when I'm not on it. And I will also change the password after the stream again, so that we don't have people who, you know, come in when I'm playing by myself in this world to gather some mud and start destroying things, and, you know. So the settings should be set up that nobody can destroy anything, but you know yourself, it happened last time as well. We had people in our clan, and then they started doing bullshit, and it was kind of unintentionally as far as I remember, as in just to be funny, but yeah, it's I think I disabled most of that. So there's no pre-gaming like when I'm offline. Can't do that. Okay, so now we build a wooden coffin, which is basically your spawn point and your bed, and a small chest and a misty brazier. So let me just make some room here again, because you might as well start building proper. Now, why did I choose this base location? So, and this is only as far as I remember, because back in the day I only played really the Farbane Woods. I think we went into the Silverlight Hills, if I remember correctly, and into the Dunley Farmlands. As I mean, I think, isn't it, the werewolves were here, I think, but we didn't really go much beyond that. I think at the time it only actually had Silverlight Hills and Dunley Farmlands. I don't even think any of this existed. The Cursed Forest maybe, but I don't think these things existed for the majority when we played last. Okay, so the reason I'm here is there is basically in the beginning you're gonna need copper, you're gonna need paper for research documents, you need lumber, you need a lot of resources. Yeah, community servers are great, but if you get somebody who's like well, I always like to assume that they're doing it in harmless fun, but some people just get very annoyed at that, and so I always say hands off, you know, even if you're in a clan, hands off. Let people know when you touch their stuff, even if you're in a clan, you know. But some people just, you know, it's they just don't see why it's so harmful, and they think it's normal to do what they're doing, and it isn't harmful, but, you know, some people just don't like when their shit is touched. So simple as that. So this one here is a banded copper mine, for example. Clearing that gives you copper ore, copper ingots, and Hell's Clarions, which is all stuff you need in the beginning. Hell's Clarions, I don't actually remember exactly. I think that's for crafting something to this blood essence. Here you have a Forgotten Cemetery, which gives you Crave Dust, Morning Lily, and Bones. Then here you have a Wolf Den, which gives you Rugged Hide. Here you have a Bandit Camp, which gives you paper. Over here you have more Bandit Camps for paper. Over here you have a Bandit Logging Camp, which is for planks, coarse thread, and paper. So you have a lot of things right here near you for all the resources you need. So this is a really good spot to be right here, or anywhere near the center. Like if you're here or here, same difference. Very, very good locations for your first location. But again, if you play on a PvP server, people forecast, they know you're gonna have to go here, so they probably will move closer to this area in the center of the map and try to build something there, so that they can, you know, be already in a good location for a mid to late game. So, but again, I don't play PvP, so I don't know. There could be loads of things that are much better. Oh, we had, for the majority, we had a good group. Like Azerman was there as well. I don't remember who else was there. Ubelicious, I believe, and somebody else. I don't remember everybody. Fear, maybe, I'm not sure. But we did a couple of boss fights, and because it was a server, I think it was a server I rented at the time, that I got from a Logic server, I think. It was running 24/7, so the guys were able to play on it while I was not. And then when I came online, they were able to carry me a little bit and help me with the bosses, you know, when I had to find them. So it was pretty cool. Oh, I actually was going to create a solo world, but yeah, I wouldn't share the password if I'm not okay for people to come in. Like, so absolutely come online and start, you know, gathering stuff. Try to go and find a good place, you know, and even when I finish the stream, I can leave this running, you know, for a little bit, and until you find a good place to settle down. And because I think if you do it right now, it's only you and me, so you can sit right opposite me if you want to. So yeah, in the moment, I'm not sure. If you see what the interest is, I don't mind actually playing it and then having. This is why I made the world multiplayer, that other people can join if they would want to. I wonder, can you get a character that is fully kitted out from one server to the next, or is your character bound to a server? That's what I don't really know actually. Okay, so we cleaned up pretty well here. Yeah, so let's actually do the back here. So the back is cleared up, so we're gonna start using that for our bed and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't even think we need to clear that out. Okay. Okay, so let's go to walls. There's no staircase here, so there's no need to have doors or anything here. No. I might use that though as a quick escape to jump down, which might be interesting. So even though you can't go down there, I can jump down there, which is quite handy. And then we can put this here, and I can make that my starting area. So what you can build, now the sun is out, yeah? So the sun comes from the south, so you can see I would burn here and the shade is dropped here. But one of the things we can build now is we can build a mystifier or whatever it's called, like a mist brazier, and we just pop it right there in the corner. And I think it has quite a range. So what this is good for is you put some bones into here and turn it on, and then it will start generating mist. And you can see the shadow being created now. The longer it burns, the bigger the mist gets. So you can see we're safe now here. We're even safe here. So it does like kind of a radius of 2 by 2 at least. I'm not sure. So here it stops. So it goes in a circle, I guess. Yeah. So it's very good. It keeps the sun away, which is great. It creates like a cloud to cover the sun, to cover, you know, above you. There is a second set of stairs, yeah, but it's over here beside us on this side. So, oh, it's actually right here, yeah. So we might as well build it right here. Actually, that's a good idea. So I don't need the. Well, jumping down can be really nice as well, because if you jump down, the enemies, as far as I know, they don't jump down. They try to find a path around, so that can be quite nice. Oh, I should have my spear now actually unlocked. No, I still don't have the spear. That's interesting. Okay, so if I want to destroy that, I just go into build mode, hover over it, and in the moment I get 100% refunded. Now, what might happen is that you don't get 100%. I think there's like a decay time on it, and after a while you will not get 100%. You get less, yeah, back. So the longer it's up, the less you're gonna get back, or something like that. So let's go with foundations, gray, and build them here. So as you can see, I can actually build down, but right now we can't build staircases. So which means we can't really do that. So, and for walls, we can go here, put the door here, put the wall here, and here. You can put windows and everything later. So if I want to destroy that, again, I just space. You just have to take it apart in a certain order of things, and then I can put a wall here. There we go. And that's it. So we have this covered, and again, you just open, close the doors, clicking on F in front of it, and that's it. And right now, let me build my coffin. And production, wooden coffin. There you go. And now I can hold to sleep. Now you can't sleep the night, yeah. So even when I'm by myself and it's daytime, you can't sleep the daytime. The time doesn't move faster. It just means you can go there, and now I can log off the server, for example, if I'm on a PvP server. And that should protect me the most, I guess. I like the way he gets up. That's just absolutely fantastic. I have to watch that again. The way he gets up is just brilliant. Anyway, so we have that build, and now we just build a small chest. The first one we can just build beside us. Production, storage. This here is the vampire lockbox. It only holds 14 items, but it basically means enemy players can't loot that. That's off limits. That's it. So now I can go here and I can put all that stuff in that I don't really need right now. Now we need hide and stone and other things, so I can put all this away. For now, there we go. Move on.
Achievement, to be sure.
Construct and interact with the sawmill. Construct and interact a simple workbench. Increase your gear level by crafting stronger equipment. There, now the spear is unlocked. There we go. So the spear is basically your main weapon against creatures. So you can see it also does 5.1 physical damage. It also does 25% physical damage to something. In this case, it's creatures. A spear with a long-range attack that deals physical damage has a greater effect on creatures. Now, the problem, though, is I find is with the sword, as I said earlier, I can do this. I'm more mobile, yeah? With the axes, I'm very mobile. Even with the big thumpy hammer, I'm very mobile. But the spear, even though it does more damage to creatures, it's not mobile at all. So you literally have to do attack 1, walk, attack 2, walk, attack 2. You have to manually just do the first attack. You can't really get the rotation of 3 unless you know that you have a lot of time between attacks of the enemy. So I find the spear extremely difficult to fight with because it always locks you into place. It's not very mobile, which is hilarious because that is if you look at this weapon is for vegetation. Vegetation doesn't fight back. Well, for the most part. Yeah, there is some that fight back. Physical damage to wood. Wooden creatures, except one, doesn't fight really back. Yeah. Minerals, I think there's stone golems as well. They're considered, minerals and rock. So, but you're very mobile. But the one weapon that you use for most creatures, and creatures are mobile by default and agile, you can't move with that. So I never understood that design. I don't care how realistic the spear is by not moving. I just never understood why the one weapon that is mainly for creature fighting is the least mobile weapon. It just made no sense to me. So especially seeing that a big hammer, a two-handed big ass hammer, is more mobile than my spear. So, yeah. Anyway, that's just one thing that I noticed that is just really weird in my opinion. So, construct the sawmill. So, now we can start constructing stuff. H2O, see you later. Enjoy the kids' soccer. Oh, you can't carry a character between servers. Sandy, come on up there. You're the one back in the front door. You messed the moment up for yourself. No more freedom for you. Sit in my smelling room now. Galigoy, how are you? There won't be a new alpha, is it? I think it goes into full release. Do I look forward to it? Yes, I always like to see what they changed and what is new and stuff like that. But I'm really excited for the bandits and the end game. I want to see the end game. I want to see how are there. So if you play 7 Days to Die from beginning to end, I know it's an infinite, Horde Night game, but what is the story behind it? How do you complete the game, even if you continue with Horde Night? Yeah. I want to see what their lore is behind it, and how they're will they add things like nests that you take out that are kind of the source of all the hordes, and then when you win the game, you get a choice saying like, do you want to continue or finish? So that would be really awesome, but I don't think they ever will do that. I think the game just has a huge gap. They slowed the game down over the years more and more, so that early game and mid-game take longer, but that it was all done in the absence of an end game. So I really hope we're gonna get end game. Even if the story is only for Navigaine, that's absolutely fine. I totally understand that, because it's a handcrafted map, so I get it. But I really want to see like a complete circle of this is the story, how it begins, this is how it ends. And yeah, sure, you can continue like in Minecraft, after you kill the Ender Dragon. So, but anyway, so let's have a look here. So how do we raise our gear level? So like I said, the gear level is calculated very, very basic. Yeah, every level on every gear is added up, and every equipped weapon is added up. So now we don't have a weapon equipped, so we're gear level 7. If I equip any of the weapons, they're all level 3. I go to level 10. So let's see how we're going to get everything started with crafting. So if we look at this, we need planks. We don't have planks. So we have to go and make a refinement bench first, like a sawmill. So the sawmill only costs wood and stone. So we put the sawmill down. Let's put it right here for now. And by default, with the default settings, you will need 20 pieces of wood to make 1 plank. 20 pieces of wood, which is 2 trees, I think. It looks like 2 trees. It's actually not. You get like 300 wood from a tree. So, but you need 20s, and it makes 1 plank, and it takes 20 seconds. That is the default. So, by me doing my special settings, I also don't like that in this game you can't say I want to put exactly 500 in there. It just won't let you do that. As far as I know, I couldn't figure out at all if you could do that. Anything I press Shift, Alt, Delete, I can't. So so only middle mouse click splits things. So what I have to end up doing is basically doing this until I find the exact amount, and I put it in here. So this should give me 50 planks. So you can see my default is 4 seconds. And you might think, oh, that's way too fast. No, it's not. When you see the amount of resources you need and the things you can craft, especially later on, it is crazy. Yeah. So what obviously the idea is that you can see here, if we build this, and we put it into the confines of a castle, so we basically have a roof over it, we're gonna get a 25% speed increase, which would then go from 20 seconds to 15, I guess, or something. And if we put a workshop flooring down, which we don't have unlocked yet, yeah, in an enclosed room, so we can't just put 2 floor tiles of workshops underneath the item and the rest not. We actually have to make sure that the room this is in, all the floor tiles in that room, a door is considered a break in the room, is of workshop tiles. And once we have those 2 things fulfilled, then we get in total a 50%, sorry, this one is a plus 25% increase in speed, is it? Increases the crafting refinement speed, and this one reduces the cost. So you basically end up getting a 25% cost reduction, and that's not enough. In my opinion, it's not enough. I remember this game being extremely grindy where you literally need to spend 2 hours nearly like to grind loads of resources just for one stream for us to be able to do something, you know, in one stream and have enough resources. But it's meant to be, you know, obviously that you play with other people and, you know, you share. But we're playing on a PvE self-created server where other people are allowed to log in. The password is on Discord and general chat. But yeah, that's it. So, you know, we want people to be able to have fun with building and not constantly constrain them with waiting for things to happen. So now we're gonna take some of these guys out. This is a byproduct. So a lot of times you find you craft things just for the sake of getting the byproduct, which is also another thing. If I don't need any more planks, but I need sawdust, I'm forced to create planks for no reason but to create planks, I guess. You know, so there is that as well. But the byproducts, you need them as well, so don't throw them out. So now we have the planks, so we can go back to the crafting and create a simple workbench. Now the simple workbench, I'm just gonna put it here for now. So you can see the simple workbench, same principle. If you put it into a confined room, it crafts faster. If you put forge flooring underneath, and I really like that that it has that thing actually, because it means you have multiple things that benefit from workshop flooring, multiple things that benefit from forge flooring. So which kind of means you either have multiple separate rooms, or you say, you know what, I'm creating one big feck of forge room where I put everything in that has to do with forging, that's considered forging, and they all get the bonus. Or you make a room where you have 5 workbenches, because, you know, the game is grindy, you want to craft faster, so you have 5 workbenches instead of 1, and then you just create another room beside it with 5 metal forges, you know, something like that, you know. So oh yeah, sorry, Steam says that because I'm invisible. Sorry. Yeah, now you should be able to get in. sorry. I keep forgetting that. Oh yeah, bandits are not yet there. Yeah, so they will take a while. Anyway, so sorry about that, Azermain. You should be able to log in now. So let's see, these are all crafted. Very good. So what I usually do is, especially in the beginning, it makes sense to have like a little chest right here. Where's the chest? Production, storage. So I have a chest right here, and that's what you use to put that stuff in from, you know, the sawmill. I mean, you can use the output storage here, you know, but you know, you have it in there or whatever, and you can even maybe put some wood in, because that's what you use to craft it, you know. So you can put your inputs and outputs in here, and later on, if you have these type of branches, gloomwood, you see this is 50% reduction, so you're talking times 40 for 4 planks. Yeah, so the recipes get crazy. Yeah, so you can use all that for hollow wood, creates 4 as well, and then you have cursed wood, which also creates 4, but the byproducts are different each time, you know. And then here you have a special recipe, which is 2 planks and 2 iron ingots to make a reinforced plank, which obviously is something you might need to build like much higher walls, you know, for PvP, so to withstand an attack or something. So let's go and upgrade the gear level. So if we go over here, how many? Oh, I don't actually have any planks on me, so I need some. We need some. So now we can make bone and copper. So copper, we don't have copper yet. Yeah, we can't even collect copper with any of our tools and weapons. Yeah, so first things we have to do is upgrade our bone swords to reinforced bone swords. So you use the previously crafted weapon. Later on, you don't use the previous crafted weapon. You just do a copper sword from scratch. but I'm assuming there might be reinforced copper swords where you use the copper sword as a base. But anyway, so we now should be able to craft upgrades to that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm not sure if I need a spear, but I'm gonna take the spear as well. We're gonna take definitely the sword, the axe, the mace, and then the spear. We have enough planks, so doing that means we have now if I equip the weapon, you can see it went from 10 to 13 because these are 6 levels instead of 3, so we have 3 extra gear level. Great. Now we have to do the same with the armor. We have rugged height for that, so we can make the chest, we can make the legs, the gloves, and the boots. And we just equip them, and now you can see we are up to gear level 17. But if we equip a weapon, oh, we're actually still at 17. Oh, the ring, I forgot to upgrade the ring, that's why, sorry. And now we have the Bloodborne ring. We need blood essence for that, which you get from killing things. So let me just take it from here. There's also no crafting from storage, and as far as I know, the devs did that on purpose. They didn't want that to be a thing. I think mainly for PvP, they didn't like the idea, so that's why you constantly see people running around between chests and making special chests beside crafting stations, so that they don't have to run around. So I think in this game, it's not as wise to have all your storage in one room. You want certain storage near your crafting stations. Okay, so now we are gear level 14. Where's the ring? Oh, yeah, here. Gear level 20, finally. So I unequip my weapon. Okay, why can I not unequip my weapon? It won't let me unequip. It won't actually let me. Oh, yeah, that's a stupid bug. Oh, they haven't fixed that bug. Oh, my God. That is literally what happened to me the first day. You see the way, no matter where I put the sword, it says I have the sword equipped. It's such a pain in the balls. Yeah. Oh, man. They still haven't fixed it. That is literally the first thing that happened when I played this game on release of early access. How did we fix that? I mean, relogging fixed it, but how did we... Oh, man, that is so stupid.
Yet another accomplishment.
No, it's bugged. Like that happened to me as well. In the early access version, literally the first week early access release, that happened to me. It's something to do with if you have a weapon equipped and you craft a new one and it takes it off, it doesn't actually unequip it, and then you equip the new weapon. It somehow is, that's it. It doesn't know how to unequip it. I think we have to make a new bone sword or something ourselves and possibly use that. And then oh no, hang on, what am I doing? Drop that. Yeah, it won't let me equip anything else. Yeah, that's definitely, it's the bug. I think the only way to fix it is to log out and log back in. It's such a pain in the balls. Later on, you can take things apart as well. So I will just play with the sword for a little while. It doesn't matter. I need some of that. So what now? Trek V blood. Okay, so we can actually put all the resources away now. So let's put this away and put this away. And now we can actually there we go. Very nice. Let's see if that fixes it. How goes VRising for you? It's been a while since I played through this, but I enjoyed it when I did. Yeah, it's the full release now, so it looks pretty much the same from what I can tell so far. I'm pretty sure some things have changed. Yes, now that fixed it. So if you get that bug where you can't change weapons at all, going into your sarcophagus and coming back out seems to fix it, which is great. So, but the good thing is now I can go to my copper sources. This is not copper because I have a stronger hammer now. You can see it gets way more resources per hit, but again, the maximum number of resources is capped by the type of stone, so you won't get more than that. It is a bit random, but you won't get more. Oh, this is sulfur. Will I be able to get that as well? Yeah, it's still too low. Stay in the shadows. Let's get some copper. Because I want to make a copper helmet. So we have a helmet we can craft here, which is copper ingots and leather. So I don't think this makes a difference. So if I use the sword, I do 6 damage. If I use the spear, which is for creatures, 7 damage. If I do axe, it's 8 damage. 12 crit. 8 damage, so that seems to be good. And what about the hammer? 9. Okay, so hammer is best. Oh, creatures is the spear. So if I go spear, we do 13 damage. So we do a little bit more damage, which is great. So it seems the hammer is actually best. Even though it's supposed to be 6.5 damage across the board, every weapon. 6.5 power, it seems it just does way more oomph and more damage when we fight at least humans, which is great. Something killed everything here. I like that some things got killed here. Oh, 51% quality. Oh, wow. Let's see what that is. So we got a 51% quality, increased sun resistance and movement speed. Nice. And then damage reduction on top of that after. Very nice. So let's see if we can already make the, before we go after the V-plot, if we can upgrade to copper. No, it won't let me do it yet. Oh, we can actually do the refinement. That is good. So we are able to do that. That's brilliant. Okay. So I'm gonna put that one here for now. We can move them very easily, by the way. So if I want to move it, I just click on it and move it anywhere. So it keeps its resources and everything, which is great. Oh, here we go. Here's more copper. See you later, Galagoy. And good. So now here we can actually let me disable all that stuff. We can actually take the copper now and put it into copper ingots, which is great. So again, this timer here, usually you have to pay 20 copper ore for 1 copper ingot, and the time is usually a minute nearly. And that is just redonk. Yeah, it's in PvP I get all this, but in PvE most of these timers for crafting, to me, are just an unnecessary waste of time. There's no reason. Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, you sure it adds some realism, whatever, but it's like, what's the purpose here exactly? I'm not competing with anybody, so why? Okay, we got some more blood things. We're gonna put them in here. At least here they're useful, and keep the base safe. No, the chest. Let's take some crafting resources out. There we go. Very good. And we can take... We have 6 coarse thread. We might be able to craft actually better armor already. Okay, so what do we have? 15. So, let me see. So, to make copper weapons, we need planks as well. We have them. So here we would need 8, 16, 32 copper. And then we would need leather and coarse, but I rather actually craft my helmet first because there is no upgrade right now we can craft. Very good. Nice. So we have a helmet now, which doesn't have a level. And I think that's intentional because I think you only get the helmet crafting recipe when you pre-purchased or when you bought during early access or something. So I don't think otherwise you get the helmet. So there's no benefit in having the helmet except for it looking nice. I think later on you could get helmets that possibly give you armor and stuff, but everybody has them. This one is special, so you can't really, you don't get any stats. I thought you did, I forgot, but it's pointless pretty much. Okay, so let's take some more copper, let's take the other planks, and then we can upgrade our weapons at least. Yeah. And I think to make... Let me see, a blood press, a grinder. No, we need, I think, something else for... That's interesting. We need something else to make the leather. So we need another... I think that unlocks when you would kill a certain boss. So some recipes are locked behind bosses, which makes sense. Here we have grow beds because we're gonna find seeds and stuff we can plant and our own trees, so you know that we don't have to go far for a forest. So, but let's upgrade the weapons here. Copper sword, copper axe, copper mace, and then the copper spear. We need a few more ingots. So just to upgrade our weapons, you can see how long that takes to craft all that. Okay, and they're all new sets of weapons now, so they won't reuse these. So, why do we have that twice now, the reinforced spear? I only crafted it once. That is weird. Okay. Okay, might as well put it in here. So now I can replace my spear, my sword, my axe, and my copper face. So we're gonna put that in there. There we go. All our weapons here. We're gonna have to make more chests as well. For other storage. So right here we would just put the copper ingots in, which we don't even have any left, so there's no point putting the chest here. So I'm just gonna create 2 chests here and dump everything in. Oh, we have lights as well now. So this is pretty neat. You can put lights here in your castle if you want. If you want to change the color, you hover over the light, hold down control, and you can make this red if you want. And this one here can be white if you want, or you know, blue, whatever color you select. It's pretty awesome. So obviously vampire gonna have to have a dark red or something like that. Okay, let's get the storage. Oh, dominance, altar of recollection. So some things you unlock as you craft other things, but at the altar of recollection you may reset your spellbook choices. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Anyway, what do we need? Wood. That's all my wood. Let's just really quickly chop some more, seeing that we're here in the wilderness. Hi, how are you today, Scott? Scotty, I'm okay, thank you. Oh, we started playing XCOM actually, War of the Chosen, and the voices that's so familiar. I checked it out on IMDb, and somebody left a comment as well. Reaper is Deanna Troi from Star Trek, and Mox is Worf from Star Trek, and Volk, whatever is this, the leader of the Reaper faction, that is Riker, second in command. Sorry, number one. Ah, Azamane, look at that. Oh, that's local chat. I don't. How do you go from local to global? It's G, is it? Yeah. So there's Azamane now. Great. We should. I don't know if you can see other people on the markets. I don't think so. Oh, look at that cave passage. Interesting. Okay, so let's make some more chests. Nice. And now I can put hide and leather goes into one. Stone and clay. Okay. Yeah. Crafted resources. And then put these guys in here. And the wood goes in here. We might as well take half of the wood and queue up planks just in case we need them. There we go. They will be crafting away now, which is great. Now, as I said, you can't craft from chests, which is a pity. So if we need stone, we have to have it in our inventory, to make everything. Oh yeah, so if we want to make a clan, let me see, social, join forces with other players and coordinate your efforts to hunt V-Blood, battle other clans and rebuild your castle. Join a friendly player's clan or create your own. So benefits include building together, friendly fire off, private chat channel. So I create a clan. And that's it. And then, oh, do I need a message? Okay. Okay. Create clan, and now I can invite Azamane if I would want to. Now the benefit here is, and this worked out really well last time we played, yeah. So I'm now at the level where I can go and kill the first V boss, yeah, which is a wolf. It's actually quite easy to fight. So if Azamane is near me, he can actually tag along. And I think I can craft a second coffin for Azamane to claim, so he can actually sleep here as well. So let me see. What do I need for a coffin? I think it's some wood and some whatever basics here. Oh, it's actually just some wood. Okay. There we go. And if I would want to, I can now let's move that chest over here. And then I can put a coffin right here. Oh, okay, actually I can't, so we have to move this a bit further. And then we can probably put the coffin here. Yeah. So now if Azamane would come in and click on this coffin, he could resurrect here, and that way he can use that to, to resurrect here before he spawns, somewhere else and builds his own castle. So I think Azamane is still going through the starting stuff. So after that, I'm not sure if he can actually fast travel there or not. I'm not sure. Oh, you can't really click on a person and fast travel. Yeah, okay. No, you can't. Okay. So if I want to go after V-Plat, so now we have this unlocked. So the way this works is basically everything in this game progression is tied to bosses. Yeah. in that sense, the big progression. And as you can see here, right now, my gear level is 23 higher. So you can see here, the suggested gear level is 20. The boss is 60. And it says here, the difference between your gear level and your foe's level affects the difficulty in combat. So if the enemy is 10 plus levels higher than me, it's deadly. If it's 6, it's challenging, formidable, excuse me, and so on. So in this case, we are level 23. The wolf is level 16, which is the first V-blood boss. And that makes the wolf weaker, yeah? Which is obviously good, yeah? Because he's 7 gear levels lower. You will deal less damage to foes at a higher level, and they will deal higher damage to you in return. Which obviously means the opposite, that if we get hit, having higher gear level, I get less damage than when I have lower gear level. So one of the things that might suck is this has 9 levels. So if I take this off this weapon, if I'm not equipping this, so say I have no weapon equipped, I'm only level 14. So in a way, I'm not sure why I should get hit more when I don't have a weapon equipped. You know, I still have the same armor, but it is what it is. So we're going to make sure we have a weapon equipped. It's probably, well, a spear if we can. So now the way V-Blood works is we have to look for it. So we click on the wolf, yeah, which is the first one that we need. Oh shit. Mother of tits. Completely forgot about the sun.
My
Sun.
blood, restore my body.
Okay. So, if we go seize the clan, yeah. Anyway, so, oh yeah, my face is over the chat. That's not bad. That's actually good. We don't need to see Azamain's vulgar way of writing. No, he doesn't. I'm only joking. I like the game. I played it before when it came to early access, and it was really cool. So it was very grindy, like so. But now you can change a lot of the settings to make game easier, which is great. Okay, so the way V-Blood works is we're gonna go and say, okay, we now have to go and kill the wolf. The trail of the scent bears the unmistakable signature of Dracula, the immortal king. When Dracula fell, he cursed the world of Vadaran with a blood rain, a scourge. A scourge? Scourge or scorch? I actually don't know. In which many perished. Some who survived became unknowingly twisted by the downpour, their bloodlines forever empowered by his malice. This mighty predator is infused with that legacy. So this guy is a wolf that actually roams around the area. The reward is that we can transform into a wolf, which gives us an increased movement speed of 60%. So we track the blood, and now we're trying to sense where the wolf is. So we're gonna go into the direction of the scent. And the wolf has a spawn location. I think it's literally here somewhere saying wolf cave, or wolf den, yeah? So this is the spawn point, but you might not find the wolf there. The wolf might be roaming around here on the road. So that's why you need the scent, you know? I always have to go from shadow to shadow. And pick up anything somebody else killed. Oh, no, no, no! Oh, Lydia, the chaos. Oh, no, 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 no. It's Lydia. Crap. Damn it. So Lydia is basically a vampire hunter and steroids. She does a lot of damage. She is, I think she is a level 25 or something. I think she might even be somebody I have to kill for V-Blood. Let me see. Lydia the Chaos Archer. She's a level 30 boss. And she just happens to roam around, you know, casually in the starter area. What a bee hatch.
Well. What talking all to this?
Yeah, suck it, Lydia. Ooh, diamonds, gems, nice. Solar storms. Oh, that's great. We might be able to see the northern lights. Oh, that might be interesting. We might be able to see them over island. What time are supposed to be visible? Yeah, that's pretty intense. At around 8 p.m. Where in the US is it around 8 p.m.? Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up for Irish time, but oh, we need more copper. EST, yeah, okay. So hopefully Lydia is gone. Oh, that's not Lydia, is it? No, that's just a poacher. Okay. To follow the smell to here. Got some angel dust from him. There's the wolf. Oh, what happened? Why is he red? Did somebody just kill it? Ah, somebody just killed it. Oh, this looks awesome. That looks so cool. So I'm assuming they've done that so that when people find that red wolf, they see, oh, somebody just killed the wolf. Oh, do you see that little git? Oh, level 29, quality 29 blood rogue. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, it's a warrior. I thought a rogue was different. It's a warrior, okay. Okay, there's some wolves here. He didn't respawn yet. I take on these guys. Yeah, my aim is completely assways. I find combat very difficult in that type of isometric display, and that was one of the. There's a lot of limitations doing combat like that. So this is the wolf den. Obviously, loads of bones here though, which is great. We have to wait until the big bad wolf respawns. So there he is. He does the round, I guess, and then he respawns. So what's the idea? Do you follow the red? Oh, there you go. You can see it there. I'm an idiot. My face is... oh no, my face is not over it. Alpha white returning in 53 seconds. That's pretty cool. Let's go and... Heights. Oh, Azamain, you're dying. What are you dying of? Lilith, if Lilith is afterward, Lydia is after you, kick her in the ass and run. Okay, 20 seconds. Oh, we got a reinforced crossbow? Oh, it's only... I never realized that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Ah, how do you like them apples, huh? Getting smacked right in the face. And I think if Azermain comes really quickly to this location, he will also be able to do it, I think. Or was it that we have to wait until everybody is here to suck the blood? I don't remember exactly. Because I think because we're not... Oh, we are in a group, I think, yeah. Oh, we had to do it at the same time. Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. Now, we get no special drop from this wolf, but
an achievement to be
you now got this from killing the boss. There you go. Spectral Leap, which is basically the equivalent of the sprint. And we have another skill, which is howl like a wolf, like a vampire wolf. Jack Smith, how are you? So this is pretty awesome, but you can't fight as a wolf, you know, because it's only a movement thing. So it's a buff. So if you get attacked and you have to fight, you there you go. You return back to normal. Now, one thing I forgot. Seeing that we have copper weapons now, we actually have a second skill. So you can see that left click is this. And then when we press Q with this weapon, we do 1,000 spears. Perform a multi-stab attack dealing 160 physical % damage and interrupting enemies' actions for 1.15 seconds. Recast during the effect to perform a thrust attack dealing 50% physical damage. So we basically execute it. And then execute it again to do a final thrust, which is amazing. Now each weapon has their own. So if you go to a sword, you have your left click. But if it's very good if you have multiple people like that you fight, you just go whirlwind. There you go. Spin around and slice enemies dealing 175% physical damage. So this is very good. If you have loads of mobs that all of a sudden attack you, you know, just go bam. That's it. Yeah. And I think you can even use it to harvest. Yeah, so if you're like somewhere here in the forest, I can... there you go. I can even harvest with that, which is actually pretty cool. Now with the hammer, we have the left click. And then we have a crushing blow. Vault towards the cursor and slam your mace into the ground, dealing 150 physical damage and inflicting 2-second fading snare. So we go like this. Bam! There you go. Absolutely fantastic. With the axes, we have Frenzy. Dash forward and strike the first enemy dealing 100% physical damage. Enter a state of frenzy that increases your movement speed by 25% and attack speed by 50% for 1 second on successful hit. So we have to try that out. So let's head over here. These guys are, yeah, they're low level. That is nice. Okay, let me see. What do we do with the whirlwind here? Oh, he's a bit of a tougher. Oof. Okay, let's see what the hammer does. Let's see what the hammer says. Oh, 65%. Let me see if I can get that 65%. Yes. Nice. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that was sexy. 65% blood quality. We get a primary attack life leech. Oh, man, the Brute is amazing. Increased primary attack speed and gain 1 gear level. So we're now gear level 24, I guess. Yeah. Increased healing received. Heal self for 4% of your victim's health when striking a killing blow. That is amazing. And if you get 100, you get boost all buff effects by 25%. 6% chance per relative health recovered to boost movement speed by 20% and damage of physical attacks by 20%. Exactly. That is amazing. So we definitely want to Brute prisoner at some point. Oh, that we can't actually knock this down. So Azurmane, where are thou? Do you want to kill the wolf? Oh, you actually built a cross. That's really cool. So if you need a hand with the wolf, let me know. Let's actually go and check out Azurmane. He's on the other side here. So he only just started building, so he's probably already at the 2 tiers higher. He's very quick at everything.
The castle heart is starving. I must feed it.
Oh, can I drop resources for you actually? Is that possible? So if I drop this, can you pick that up? Oh, that's cool. So you can... Oh, you have something growling here in the distance. What was that? Genie Max, Andy, he was giving me a heart attack. Oh, there's a big elk. There, you can feed on it now. Oh. 400 rugged height, that's actually really good. Okay. So I'm gonna leave Azurmane here, build his castle. And get set up. Oh, hello. You're looking for entry. Denied. Oh. I'm denied as well. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my, why is my prey? Oh, I have no bones in there. Let me put some bones in. There we go. Excellent. Now we're safe. Okay, so now that we have the V-Blood, it says hunt additional V-Blood carriers, 1 out of 3. So we can do the same one again, I think. And that's it. And spells. So spell book is here. You can currently you automatically start with blood magic. So you get blood magic, which is very good for leech. So then you have chaos magic, which is very good for ignite, which is basically chaos flames. It's what you saw Lydia, the archer, use when she was shooting a bow at me. You have to unlock these. You unlock these by... God, I forgot. How do you unlock these? I think you unlock these by fighting things. Drink V-Blood to unlock this knowledge. So, yeah, I don't know if that system might have changed since I played last. Then this is poison as far as I know. Oh no, summon an unholy warrior to fight by his side. But I think there's some poison as well. So each of those schools of magic has like a special, yeah? And the special is the one that has the long cooldown, you know, that you can use. And I think it's poison for this, huge damage for this, a huge life leech self-heal for that. Illusion magic, weaken your enemy to reduce the damage output by 15% for 5 seconds, 30% chance to gain phantasm whenever a weakened target perishes. So that's like the passive. The life force from your enemies for 5 seconds. Physical attack restores 10% of damage dealt against leeched enemies. Heal self for 3% of your maximum health when target affected by leech perishes. And then we have chill, which is frost damage, and then we have storm magic, which is electric damage. And there will always be, I think, bosses and enemies which are more susceptible to one over another. Let's hang on 1 second. Anyway, sorry about that. This demon here is the reason I'm constantly up and down. Now you sit there. So it's my daughter was downstairs and they're dropping someone home. So everybody's leaving the house and she's getting very excited, thinking she's missing something. A big FOMO. Oh, up and down the stairs. I see you later, Jack. Have a good night. You should try and turn off the brazier at night. Yeah. That is a good idea. It shouldn't use much anyway because we have set such high values in the settings. But anyway, thirst for power. So let's see if we can hunt the wolf again, if that counts as a second one. So if I track the wolf's heart, let's actually put some resources away. Oh, we have a respawn here. So this guy here can, if you don't put anything on it and you don't craft on it, this was a copper vein. So the way this game works is that any stone node has a chance of spawning as a resource node or as a stone node, yeah? Or as another resource node like copper or sulfur or whatever. which is basically preventing people from building bases around resources. So you can't do that in this game. Simple as that. Because whenever you destroy something, it has a certain chance percentage of being just plain stone. And the same with other resources, of course, you know, same difference. Which is pretty cool. Let's put that in there. And let's put the drugs in there. There we go. So let's actually see if that counts as the second one. If we kill the alpha wolf again. Ooh, there's a tainted heart. Somebody might have just killed it again. No, it says it's close. Let me see, where's it coming from? Oh, it's coming from over there. Oh, he's doing his rounds, yeah. There he is. Ah, crap. That's what happens with that stupid isometric combat. Oh, Azamain, do you want to come down? So if I wait for the extraction, basically, what should happen is Azamain is coming down and we both should be able to suck the blood of the wolf, and then he also gets to get the special transformation. Now he still is gonna have to do it later, I think, for the quest. I don't know if it retroactively counts, but he should be able to do it. So there you go. So can you suck it as well, yeah? Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah, you start. I already did it, so I join in then if I can. Does it let you do it? Yeah. There you go. That is awesome. I love this so much in this game, the way this is done. It's just fantastic. And it doesn't count. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Can you use the wolf now for me, yeah? Oh, you got it. Nice. So it actually counted. That's brilliant. That's awesome. The poor guy was like low on health, and guy just jumps him and breaks his neck. Oh, sorry, I took your wood. You group sucked this wolf last night. What's your language, old man? Yeah. Does being a bloodsucker quality you qualify you to collect taxes? No. However, there is servants you will eventually have working for you under your spell, I guess, that get you resources. So you can send them off then on a tactical map of version of this and say, I want you to go to this forgotten cemetery and I want you to spend a certain amount of time there and then come back with the resources. So I don't have to go and find Morning Lily or Crave Dust there, as far as I remember. I can send my servant there to get that stuff for me, and it will take like a certain amount of time before they're back. And I think they physically actually go there. I'm not 100% sure how it works. What is this cave? What is this passage? I'm gonna have to check this passage out. What is this passage? Oh yeah, we can't really jump. Yeah. Oh, it's up there. Oh, interesting. Get more copper. Can't hurt. So it's a pity. So you can't hunt the same mob twice. For that to count. That is interesting. Well, we are level 24, theoretically. Well, our power level is 24, so we should theoretically be able to go after the next one. Which is... Oh, can we not see it? Oh, here. Oh, okay. So... Oh, she's gave me fright. Oh, nice. An unusual, a big heart, whatever it is. An unsullied heart. That's actually a good resource to get. Let me see. How do we get to this cave? Ooh. Can we get up there? There's a way. I think there's a way up there. Oh, there's the alpha white wolf. I'm gonna kill it again. So if I do that by myself now when Azerman is not here, does that count as one? Because I think he started earlier, so he actually did it. No, now I did it, but...
Knowledge acquired.
Oh! New knowledge acquired? What? So even though it doesn't count as hunt additional carriers, us sucking the V-blood out of people gave us something? What did we get? What did we unlock? Oh, this must have been a drop. We must have gotten a drop of a mirror, which is very handy as a vampire to have, you know, a mirror. Yeah, if you don't have a mirror as a vampire, you know, how good do you look? I think the mirror is basically so you can change your appearance. I think that's what it's for. But let's go up here and see what we can find in that. Oh shit, I ate the damn thing. Hidden Truth, how are you? Be a girl in your off time. I don't think you can change gender in the mirror. It looked like it was locked. Oh, it's up there. How do we get up there? I want to get up there. How do I get up there? Oh, do I have to be a bat, is it, to get up there? Looks like it. There's no way up there. And I think the bat is the only one that could fly up there, potentially. You also can't enter water. You basically are not able to go into water because we all know vampires can't swim. Oh, nice. Get the sword out and... Oh, bastard. You thought you could get away. No. Oh, what is that? A special drop? A Shadewalker glove? Oh, does that mean we got the recipe, or we actually picked up the glove? Oh, it's a Shadewalker glove recipe. Bring this book to the research desk. That is awesome. And I think the game really promotes playing together, because I think I can unlock the recipe. And correct me if I'm wrong, if you know. Not my birthday today. No, no luck. Sorry. If I have a research desk, somebody else can come to my research desk of the clan and learn that recipe, what I learned. So I think recipes are clan wide.
Blood, restore my body.
So it uses my blood in my blood pool to restore my health. So that's what the blood pool is for, like, you know, to heal yourself and to heal others as well by exposing your neck, and they can suck your blood. It's awesome. Love everything about that. There was some loot here I didn't pick up. So let's see the research desk. And put that in here. I probably should have another brazier or something like down there, but yeah, let's just stay here. So let's see. Crafting, refinement. We don't have a research desk here. I think the research desk is unlocked with the next K-blood, from what I understand. Let me see. Let's put that in there. Cloth. Copper coins. The book. Empty water skin useful for creating potions. Oh, jeez, there's so many things. Yeah. Oh man, there's gonna be so many chests full with nonsense. Cloth, paper. Let's put these guys in here. These. Oh yeah, planks. So Night Stalker vest. So now we can do Night Stalker. For that we need leather and coarse thread. So we should probably get that to upgrade leather and coarse thread. And I think we can get that at one of the camps. And then we can go after the next boss. Oh, this one shouldn't really be here, but yeah. Let's put it in here. We can use that as a chest, it doesn't matter. Okay, so thread and leather. So if we look here, we get rugged hide, paper, coarse thread we can find here. And where can we get leather? I think leather we have to craft, and we can't craft this, I think, until we kill the next boss. Yeah, we can get coarse thread here, but that's it. So let's look at the next boss here. Arrow the Stonebreaker. So if we go to find this guy, we unlock Chaos Spell points and material and gem storage. Nice. And who's after that? Also level 20. Rufus the Foreman. Oh, they're the 3. Keel the Frost Archer. Gives us a frost point. And the Tannery. That's what we need to make leather. So that should be the first person to actually, for us to kill. So let's go and find that person and see if we can kill them. Just to conserve some bones, I guess. Let's turn this guy off. So that person is far, far away into this direction. I think they are here in that kind of general direction. Oh, excuse me. Oh, actually, do you know what? Why are we not traveling as a wolf? Oh, crap. Okay, they're now nearby. Is it here? There's a bandit camp here. Oh, yes, I think it's a boss in the camp. Mogger, Thug. Okay, forest dweller. Okay, that sucks. Thank you. Damn it. %? I will kill you.
Blood sustains me.
So what do we get from those guys? Just bones? Okay, so we didn't get anything special. I'm kind of, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I do servers again because I don't have time to look after them, especially not in the next couple of months. But that's why I ended up streaming, because I do that in the evening. I spend time on my computer anyway, but after that, I usually don't spend any time on that anymore. So, and I remember looking after 7 Days to Die server, you know, and constant restarts and everything was just too much hassle in the end. I think we can take these guys on, but let's not if we don't have to. 69% rogue. I'm gonna risk getting hit. That was a nice high percentage.
Blood sustains me.
Look at that increased Veil cooldown recovery rate. 100% chance to critically strike on next physical attack after using Veil. What is Veil? Oh, Veil of Shadows. Oh, that is awesome. So Veil of Shadows, boom, critical hit. That is sweet. Okay, so yes, I think the person's actually in here in this camp. And this is also where we get leather from. So destroy all the boxes. Ah, I forgot about the stone when he has that thing active. That's a Mogger. Poacher, poacher. Nice. Not falling for that one. There you go. So that is awesome. If you have a guaranteed crit, you just do a special attack like that and 47 damage. That was a hell of a lot of damage. And we definitely have to get all the crates here. We get leather. What else do we get? Let me demolish the crates. And there's a chest. Nice. What do we get? Cloth, leather. Very nice. How much leather do we have now? 6. That means we can craft a couple of upgrades. There's another chest over here. Oh, look at that. A common fish that you can press into oil and the blood press. Nice. Oh, yeah. I'm playing on a shitty PC. That's why this is playing on GeForce Now. There we go. That's the Frost Archer. We have to be careful with the Frost Archer.
You're looking a little hot-blooded. Let me cool you off.
Okay, where are you? I don't want to get too close to the other guys, so... Oh no, not Tristan the Vampire Hunter. Go piss off now. No! This dickwart. Why did he have to show up now? What a dick. Now she's fully healed up. Ah, oh, she's getting to be fully healed up again. What a dick. Oh, man. Okay, we're gonna kill these guys first.
Winter's come early. You better be prepared.
Freeze! Freeze!
Who are you? What are you? You're not even supposed to be here, you stupid idiot. You moron. Where is she now? There we go.
This
Mother
cold is
of balls.
different.
The amount of interruptions. Like, people just don't mind their own business.
Taste of knowledge.
Okay. Let's pick everything up and then go to the chest. Oh, if the vampire hunter would have come back now, I would have cried. I'm like, oh my god. These guys respawn? Okay. Ooh, we got a special painting frame. Okay, whatever that is for. Okay, Jay. We learned a new spell point. We got a frost spell point, so we can now learn a frost spell. So we can learn Frost Bat. Launch a projectile that deals 100 magic damage. The projectile explodes upon impact, inflicting chill on nearby enemies. Hitting a chilled enemy freezes it for 4 seconds. Okay, we're gonna look at this another time. I'm gonna have to go and get the loot here first. There's another chest in... Oh. There's no chest here. I thought there was one more chest in here. Oh shit. Is there one over here? Sucks to be you. I saw a green drop here somewhere. Oh, there. Something spear or something? I don't know. Anyway, there was no chest here, so no additional drops. Okay. So what did we pick up?
Rejuvenate.
Something green. What was the green thing? Oh, a reinforced bone spear. Okay. The good thing is we now have unlocked the tannery because of the boss we killed. So, tannery unlocked, leather, traveler's wrap, and empty water skin. So this is the best one to kill first because you get the next progress unlocked. And now we need the stonebreaker and the foreman, but we'll see about the order of things. Oh, can I, as a wolf, can I be in the sun? No, not really. Okay. Oh, shit. What is that? You're in the sun, so I'm not gonna mess with you. Oh, look at the tree trend. Oh, he's a killer as well. He's very high level, so I'm not gonna mess with this guy. Oh, shit. That's a level 30 feckin' plant. Like, what the hell? Okay, let's stay here for a second. Where do we have to go? Oh, I have to go through the camp. Okay. There we go. And we're just gonna end up going in here, and then we should be safe. Oh, my dog. If somebody else would for once look after the dog. This dog is crazy. Oh, just 1 second. Alright, I'm gonna have to go. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to leave. Sorry to log off. Azawain. Yeah, we have to go. The northern lights are up, and we want to drive to a location where we can see them properly because we have never seen them. So, well, we actually had a 3-hour stream, so that actually worked out pretty well. So, sorry about that. Thank you very much. I have to go. So I talk to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we're going to be able to stream twice tomorrow, but I definitely will do another stream, at least one of that. So sorry I'm going to have to leave and kick everybody off the server, but thank you very much. Have a good night, and I see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.